Hey guys, have you seen what's going on in LA and California? The Pacific Palisades neighborhood, for example, over 1,000 homes have burned down, and it looks like the aerial pictures, it look like some nuclear bomb went off or something. It's just beyond believing, and firefighters were basically helpless because they didn't have enough water to extinguish this fire. So I'll look into this for you and give you all the information in this video. And I'd like to show you some aerial pictures and some Google Street View pictures, how this neighborhood looked before the fires. And guys, the fires are still burning. It's not that the fires are over. So how bad is this going to get? This is an absolute disaster. This can turn into the greatest destruction and disaster that the US has seen since 9/11. Officials are saying that in the Palisades and Eaton fires, over 6,000 structures have burned down. This is unimaginable. And guys, the hardest part is that officials just released that the worst is yet to come. These fires are still burning, the winds are blowing hard, and that is basically accelerating the blaze. And it looks apocalyptic there. It's so hard to believe. We've talked about California quite a bit in recent months because the big earthquake is overdue, and we've seen some swarms of earthquakes that might have indicated that the San Andreas Fault might rupture in some parts. But this, what's happening there right now, it's just leaves me speechless, guys. Really, I have to say that. I went to university in California, so I really love California, and to see what's happening there, it's just heartbreaking. And there's been videos of a guy filming inside of his house. It seems they were trapped inside their house, and then the fires were surrounding them. Imagine that, guys. But you know, I don't want to say I don't care about that, but you know, they have the financial means to rebuild. There's lots of Hollywood stars that have lost their homes, and there's reports, I'll show you the list here, but it's also affecting other people. And the insurances, shortly before these fires started, I think a few weeks before, insurances have canceled a lot of insurance policies. That's what I have been reading. So getting even worse for the people that can't afford to rebuild. So I don't know how much worse this can get. Seems it could burn right into Hollywood, the famous Hollywood sign, Universal Studios. You've seen it on the map. It's all right there. And simultaneous fires seem to have started in various areas in LA. California is already in a home insurance crisis, and these fires will only make it worse. But all that counts right now is to see that everyone gets out there safely, and the devastation is apocalyptic. The Pacific Palisades neighborhood alone is home to over 24,000 people. And it's also one of the most expensive areas and home to many A-listers and many multi-million-dollar
This is the home
mansions.
of Paris Hilton, for example. She has posted this on her Instagram account. She was quite devastated that this home burned down. And, you know, let's not judge. Of course, she has a lot of money, but, you know, it's a home, your four walls, that is your shelter and your personal belongings. It's hard for everyone, no matter how rich you are. So let's be kind, please. I'm showing you this because it is what it is. It is a lot of celebrity homes that have burned. It's a fact.
Much needed help from above. Giant tanker planes flew low over the fire-devastated landscape of Pacific Palisades, carrying water scooped up from the Pacific to be dumped on the still out-of-control fire burning in the hills above. Pacific Palisades is largely a wasteland now, something more resembling a war zone than the affluent neighborhood it was a few days ago.
This is an interesting video that I found. Parts of a car have melted and then cooled again, have formed these weird things here. I mean, this is how hot the fire was. Imagine that, guys. Everything has melted. The car, the concrete.
Sue Pascoe lost the home of 30 years where she raised her family.
This fire is not going to take my memories away. I'm keeping my memories.
Memories are all that many people have left. The calming winds have given firefighters more optimism. While major blazes remain uncontained, fresh crews are coming in from other states and Canada to help.
It's crazy to see that homes right by the water on the beach have burned down. So this is a devastation that's hard to believe when you see that, but this is not AI. But I want to show you a report from a resident who she lost her home. It seems the people are still under shock. So watch this, guys.
This is your house?
This is my house. This one right here. We moved in 26 years ago. And we did the floors, and we put in windows and doors and painted and just put, my grandchildren loved it. My son and my daughter-in-law, my family, we hosted Christmas Eve and Christmas Day here. And everybody was here. My little house that I loved. My husband just had his 4th cancer surgery. I poured everything into it. My nephew. We haven't been sleeping. We haven't slept. We're staying at a hotel. We have nowhere to go. We don't know what we're doing. We were close neighbors. Buzz and Todd. His mom passed away and they took over the house. John just lost his wife that he adored, but was taking care of that house. She was a Superior Court judge. And Beverly and John, so much love. She was so incredible. And the house is gone.
Weather conditions are beginning to turn favorably, which will allow us to increase our containment lines.
While many neighbors came together to help one another, the worst of human nature was also evident. Police arrested a number of alleged looters who had been prowling the affected neighborhood.
If people choose to commit crimes, they're going to be held accountable.
Here you see more beach houses. This is basically the last house standing in that area that you see there on the right. All the homes in this district or in this part of that street have burned down, and the fire is eating further down to all the rest of the houses. It's incredible. I would never have thought that if you have a house right by the ocean that it would burn down like this. I mean, I have to say, for me, having a home right on a major highway, does that make sense? I don't know, but I mean, look at the devastation. It's like really an apocalyptic view that you see here.
It's going to pay for things like debris and hazard material removal, temporary shelters, first responders' salaries, and all necessary measures to protect life and property.
Residents of the affected areas have been evacuated, but even when the evacuation orders are lifted, many will return to find their homes and their neighborhoods no longer exist.
Yeah, that is tough, guys. So let's hope and pray that these fires can be stopped anytime soon. I will end the video here. Stay safe, guys, wherever you are, and if you're affected, my heart goes out to you and my heart goes out to California.